Yes, it's a beautiful moment. It's a beautiful time that I need to show you this. Where I am, I had taken long without disclosing this to you, but I think now it's the right time I have to disclose it to you. You see where I am? This is a garden of alfalfa. I told you I want to make you understand, but how it is going to be either by force or not by force. By force, I'll be showing you how I do this so that you understand it. Me as me, who doesn't have that extra energy, I can only force you in that kind of condition. So where I am is a garden of alfalfa. Actually, I'm clocking around 7 acres plus, and that is what I'm trying to do. You know, here we planted it, and it did show up a very good response in the beginning, but later it showed you. Do you see, like this was a very small plantlet, you get, and it came out one. When it came out one, they cut it for the first time. It brought another 4. Then we cut it again, it brought another 8. Now it's over 20 or 16 on that one plant. I want you to come with me and then I show you these guys. I wanted to explain to you this time. There is a lot of people that have been doing a lot of other protein sources. Those other protein sources, really very, very good. And what I can explain to you, they are very, very well. But the fact is, I speak this as part of my experience. I have done sugar graze, I have done centrosema, I have done some coriandras, but the fact is, this grass has really turned to be a very good magic. Can you imagine this height you see? Let me tell you one thing. This tree you see is a meter. And can you imagine? This is 2 weeks when we harvested this grass. It's 2 weeks. And you know, just imagine the height that this grass is having. I want you to have a look at this. If this is a meter, so that means we are in a half a meter. Can you imagine? Just within 2 weeks. So that means in the extra 2 weeks, we shall be able to harvest this grass. But look at which kind of grass I'm going to have. I'm not willing to sell this grass, but I just wanted to take you through this garden and you see what I'm trying to do. I want you to see the whole of this. It's an alfalfa garden. And downside, this one is very brand new. You remember I have a garden, the other side, which has been here for 4 years. And then, that is for 4 years. And the downer part, it is 3 years. You get? So this one is new. This is a very new garden, I think you can see. And today, I'm also going to show you another grass called Bracharia molato. Let me tell you one thing. I want you to understand the concept of the goat farming on zero grazing. It is very sensible that on the concept of zero grazing, these grasses are very, very vital. I'm telling you the truth. You will have a lot of teachings, you'll have a lot of explanations from different kind of people. But the fact is, me have done my reading, and even if you're only doing supplementally, it is a perfect grass to supplement with. You go, do discovery about those strong people that are really doing very serious grasses, very serious farming with goats on zero grazing. I'm not talking about the free range. I'm talking about the zero grazing. You know, the reason why I try to break out everything is because I know a lot of people, a lot of me, a lot of you, we cannot afford to have bigger lands, but we want to do the project. If you have your 50 by 100, if you have your 200 acres, if you have your 100 acres, if you have your 5 acres, we all need to go into this business. My work is just to show you the methodologies, is to show you which pastures, like practically. I wouldn't like you to only have the concept of somebody explaining from the office. That's why I take you to the garden. So this grass, if we can harvest every after 1 month, you have seen it, you've seen the height. Why don't we do this kind of grasses? I'm telling you the truth, I'm preparing myself for the feedlot. Here we've been into a very strong dry spell, and it has taken 1.5 months actually without rain. 1.5. I know other countries, you will laugh telling me, Hamis, I'm talking bad because some of you guys have a dry spell of years. But for us, we have a dry spell of 1.5 months, and it really didn't treat us well. But actually, right now, it has not even started getting very raining, but you see how the grass is growing up. And you know, we even dumped in the dung, you know, we dropped in the dung so that these grasses can actually have a proper nutrition. Because if you want to have the nutrition, also make sure that you also feed the animal with with the grass, what exactly it wants. So basically, people, I encourage you to do alfalfa as a must of grasses. I know a lot of you people are there in pain. You might resort to do concentrates. It's a good idea, and it's a very, very good idea. But how expensive is it over that? Me, what I'm trying to do, I want to minimize your cost in bringing up a kilo of a meal to an animal. That is my concept. Bringing up a kilo of the kg of a grass, like the real feed of an animal. How do we minimize that? Is by having the grasses planted in the less cost, having the maize at a less cost, having all the feeds at a less cost. So if you have like this kind of grasses, like for us, and the kilo can come out to be maybe 50 shillings or maybe coming up at 100 shillings. But as per now, a kilo in some countries, it comes out to be 3,000. Let me tell you one thing. I was with some guys from Zimbabwe. They told me a kilo of alfalfa comes out at 6,000. In my country here, if I plant a kilo of alfalfa, you know, this repeated harvesting in less time, it will come out to be in 300 shillings or 600 shillings. But still, I see it being expensive. So if I reduce on that cost coming down to 50 shillings, it would be a great business for me and you. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you. That's what I'm trying to do. Show you these grasses. I've showed you many times how you can plant this grass. I've showed you many times how you can maintain it. I showed you how you can harvest it. I've showed you a lot of things about this. So today I'm looking at the 3 core point grasses in feeding of zero grazing goats. I'm going to show you, I have showed you the alfalfa. I'm going to show you Bracharia mulato, and I'm going to show you the Chloris Guyana as also another concept of the grass. So here we have so far harvested around 4 times, and whenever we harvest, the expansion comes up. Whenever we harvest, the expansion comes up. By the time we harvest over 10 times, you will not see this. You will not see these spaces because these grasses should have expanded to more other outlets. And this grass has a lot of very good taproot. Actually, it has a very good taproot. It is even hard for you to uproot it as you are a human being. So it's a very, very good grass, and I really do appreciate that you're following, and I do really appreciate that you're doing a great job. Thank you so much. This is all about alfalfa for now, but I will come back and then explain a lot. Thank you so much, and bye for now.